heal the world, make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying, but if you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Hello everybody, I'm Cheryl Talley Moss and I want to welcome you to my organic food forest. Thank you so much for dropping in and visiting me today. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you my strategy for getting things done. I have all of these incompleted projects going on in my food forest, and that's because I'm doing it all myself. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work one section at a time in the food forest. I'm just going to show you the section in the food forest that I'm working on and what I have accomplished. Okay? Let's get started. Hey guys, this is my job for today. I'm going to start where I left off, back there where that parsley is back there. And you see the wheelbarrow and you see all those trees. All these trees in this strip, right in here, up to this aronia berry. I'm going to fertilize all these trees in this area with my Comfrey natural fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, up to the goji berries and the aronia berries. And they're growing together because a seed just popped up and germinated and I just allowed it to grow. So yeah, they're doing okay together. So if you look closely at the leaves, you'll see that the smaller leaves, those are the goji berry leaves. And when you contrast them with the aronia berries, you can tell there's a distinct difference. So I just let them go ahead and grow together since they like each other. Right here is the cherry tree that was oozing sap, and so I isolated it all winter, and I'm going to put it in the spot that it needs to be in. I'm going to fertilize everything in here with comfrey tea. The elderberry bush, I'm going to repot this tree and trim off what's coming out of the rootstock. That means I'm going to take that wheelbarrow right there. I'm going to mix up some topsoil and some potty mix and some perlite. And then I'm going to pot up this cherry tree in this large container. I've only had it for 2 months. I'm going to fertilize it with comfrey tea, and I'm going to chop off or saw off all of the bad bark. You remember this tree I thought was dead, but something told me to wait, don't pull it up, because it's beginning to grow again. And I'm going to stake up these 2 tomatoes. That's from the Emergency Inspired Garden. I'm going to fertilize this cherry tree, this apple tree, this one right here, that kefir pear. I think I showed you pears on it. If I didn't, I think I was in the wrong setting. And I'm going to feed this apple tree, this apple tree, this apple tree. I just pulled this out of the wood chips. I'm going to stick it in here. I'm going to have some beets. I'm not sure what it is. Drop that hole pretty deep. Press down. Because it kind of looks like it's a red beet. I don't know. So we'll see. Okay guys, I'm headed out to the food forest. See what I can do. I forgot about that plant right there. And I have that bag of potty mix there to remind me that I need. Can you see that? See the wheelbarrow? See that tree with the potty mix? Yeah. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to pot up that one. And let's turn it around. See if you can get that cherry tree over there. I'll pick the stand up here. And that cherry tree right there. Let me see. if you're getting it right there. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna go get the potting mix, so I'm gonna turn this off. Okay guys, I have the 40-pound bag of topsoil. And the potting mix already has some perlite peat moss in it, but the topsoil doesn't. So I'm going to add about what I think is about 3 cups. And then I'm going to mix this up. As you can see, it has good drainage holes. Can you see that? Yeah. So I'm going to put just a few wood chips at the bottom, because it'll be years before it reaches the bottom, the roots. So I'm going behind this tripod. And I put just a little wood chips down there. So I think you can see the rim of this here. So now I'm gonna get something. I'll just use my hands and put the soil in here. We have a long rainy season as well as a long drought season. And during the rainy season, I've had peach trees and 1 cherry tree to die. And so again, I researched and found out that they can't even take a lot of moisture around the roots. So it's best for me at this time, while the trees are young, to plant them in a container that drains very well. And if you're doing this and you're in a wet area and you don't have wood chips, you could put gravel or small rocks. I want to say pea gravel, lava rocks at the bottom of your container, and that would facilitate drainage as well as you not just losing all of your soil. Okay, so I'm going to continue to fill this up, and I'll bring you back when I'm getting ready to transplant the tree. I don't want to draw this out. Okay, so now I have the cherry tree here, and I clearly don't have enough soil. So this one won't get done today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm gonna mix up the rest of the soil and get this peach tree. This cherry tree. And the reason why I said peach tree, because in my mind I associate the needs of peach trees and cherry trees the same. This apple tree is in a very large container. I'll show it to you in a minute. So I can go this year with that tree sitting in that pot just like that, because I'm not buying any more soil. And I only have 1 more bag of potting mix. But that other bag of potting mix, I'm gonna need that to grow some herbs. Having a food forest is not glamorous like you think. And speaking of that, you would never catch me. Look at this, guys. This is in pot. This is in mix that I bought. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just a big clay piece. At first I thought it was a walnut. That's why you want to go through everything and mix it up, because it's breaking up. But that lets you know that there's a lot of clay in this topsoil. Oh, what was I saying? I was in cosmetology and I owned a salon in the mall for 10 years. Even when I was teaching beauty school, I still was a salon owner at times during that 10-year period. And we teach our cosmetology students to look nice. And if we're in the business of doing cosmetics and hair and skincare, then we need to look the part. It's like a car salesman. You shouldn't have the raggediest car on the block. So my makeup and hair and nails were always done. So I am what they call a glamour girl, but not anymore because I'm retired. But I'm used to having on makeup and, you know, the glamour, and so I really don't like being in front of the camera without it. I got to get that out of my head, but I'm just keeping it real and telling you all what's going on. I've gained weight since I retired, and I stopped wearing makeup and stuff every day, and I don't like to be on camera without it. I won't even go to the grocery store without some lipstick on at least, but that's just me. So people have been telling me that they love to hear me talk and reveal things about myself, especially through email. And so I just wanted to share that tidbit with you. I was in front of the camera all the time, lecturing and that type of thing. And now that I'm doing the videos, I make them the same way that I taught beauty school. I instruct. Some people say they aren't teachers, but I'm a natural teacher because that's all I did for 30 years was to instruct. And I was one of those hairstylists that didn't do your hair and tell you how to keep it up when you left the beauty shop. I taught you how to maintain what we accomplished in the salon. You shouldn't have to go to the salon every time you want your hair to look really good. A good hairstylist will teach you how to maintain it. A good gardener won't just show off all of the things that they have accomplished. They will show you how to do it. That's why I love Lead Farmer 73 so much. And it's a lot of people, Rob from, I think it's Essay Gardening Family, Supreme Gardening Family, The Grow Network, Angela Busy Bee's Garden. These people show you instead of, they show and tell, because that's how most people learn, through physically seeing it. It clicks. If you just show them stuff and tell them what you did, it really does not sink in the way it does. And the next time one of my new subscribers is getting ready to mix up some potting soil, I guarantee you they are going to remember me mixing this up very well. I know what I'm talking about because my students told me that when they went to take their board examinations, their certification tests, they said every part of the exam, they said, Miss C, I could hear you in my head and I could see you doing it. And I did it just the way you showed me and I passed. So I'm just telling you, if you do it like this, you will do well. Okay, so I'm gonna take the cherry tree out of the container, move the camera a little bit. Now, moving the camera so that you can see me put that soil in there. Fan the roots all the way out real good. And now I'm covering it up. And you can see it's still budding out. So I don't have any more good stakes. I'm gonna have to use this one. And I'm gonna put this other stake right here. Okay, so look, see that? I'm not gonna have to use any more twine. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, bring them together. Let's try to straighten up the tree. It's gonna lean some, but you can see this part right here is straight, and then it starts to lean a little bit. That's okay. I have to give it a little support because of the wind. And you can hear the wind rustling in my grapevines right behind me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a cherry tree. Potted up. Some people say up potted because they're going up a size larger, but I think the correct term, well, ain't no correct term. You can say whatever you want to say. Like people call soil dirt. Who am I to judge anybody? That's just the term that I heard a long time ago, so I still say it. Pot up. You say whatever you want to say, as long as you're doing what you need to do. Okay, so I'm going to tap that all down in, fill it up with some wood chips, and I'm good to go. And I'm gonna lift this up and I'm gonna show you. See how that looks? So you still have some room here to put compost and worm castings, as long as that soil does not go higher than right here, the graft. I always leave room in the pot to add amendments. Okay? All right. That's it. Okay, guys, after I took a break, I decided that I think I do have enough potting mix here to transplant this apple tree. And the reason why I'm going ahead and planting it, because it's come out of dormancy, but it's not blooming or anything. It's a young tree, so we're not going to get any apples. So I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity and pot up it. I put wood chips in the bottom, and now I'm going to put as much soil as I can here, and I'm going to do the same thing I did to the other tree. I'm going to take it out of the pot and put it in. And I'll bring you back when I'm done, because you don't need to see me repeat the same procedure. Okay? All right. Okay, I want to show you something. I cleared the wood chips. Remember, they were high like those over there. I raked them all over here and put the pot in the position that I want it to be in before I get started, because it'll be too heavy. Uh-oh, dropping the rake. It'll be too heavy once I pot it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this tree out. You can see I got all the dirt out of here, most of it. And I'm getting ready to put this apple tree inside of this pot. I'll be back. Okay, I just want to show you. You see up there's a lot of soil. Let me get out the way, my shadow. It's a lot of soil at the bottom there. So that tree was nowhere near getting to the bottom of this 6.5 gallon pot. But you see it came out, let me move back. It came out all in one piece. So that's good. No major disturbance of the roots. And I'll show you in a few days if it went into shock or not. And if it did, it'll bounce back. And I got it in the position that I wanted. So now I'm going to do this. This is the good soil. And I'm just going to put it all in here. It's going to be hard for me to do. I'll come back when I'm finished. Okay, that is looking pretty good. All I have to do is put the wood chips on it and water it in. Standing up pretty good too. I'm happy. Yeah. I'm a little out of breath, but I got a lot of stuff done today. Also, I want to share with you, as I forgot to videotape it, right here I put 2 cages on the tomatoes. Those are Celebrity with a marigold in the middle. That's the emergency garden tomatoes. And I put leaf mulch, peach and pear tree leaves on it, and I will water it in very well as well. So now I have completed everything on my list. Let me move back, except I will cut off these dead branches and then water everything in. Isn't that nice? That let me show you. I'm so happy because I envisioned this. You see this little line of trees? Isn't that nice? Eventually, some of them will go in the ground. Wow. I am so happy. So, I'm going to go in the house and edit this video. And I'll come back after I've rested for a while. And I will rake up the wood chips where I want them to go, because that's the heaviest job. And usually I'm exhausted when I finish that and I need to go in, take a shower, and relax. So I'm going to come in close and share something with you. Right here, I've noticed. Right here, these leaves are a little limp. on the cherry tree, and that's okay. If I have to prune it off, that's fine too. But I'm going to pick up the wood chips that I put right here to put on top of here, because this gonna break down to real good soil. See that? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to visit my channel today. I hope I said something that will have helped you in your garden or food forest. I hope I said something that will motivate and inspire you. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate you doing that too. Okie dokie. Take care, everybody. God loves you, and I love you too.